I can't drive. Which is not relevant to the video even slightly. Just thought I'd slip a little fun fact in there. You know, maybe give a little hot take. I believe all cars deserve the right to choose which engine they identify with. I believe a V8 engine can identify as a V12.
No.
And I think V8 engines should be allowed to race against V12 engines. And I think V8 engines should be allowed to use the exact same petrol stations as V12. I believe you should ask for a car's consent before performing an MOT check. There, I frickin' said it, come at me. 3 years ago, I wanted to start dropshipping with my best friend. We're super hyped, we're constantly watching YouTube videos on dropshipping, we're constantly getting in and out of like monk mode cycles, just talking constantly about how we're gonna get rich together. We were still quite lazy and, you know, very procrastinatory, so we didn't end up getting very far in the journey anyway. But I remember I was staying at his house one night and we were watching YouTube videos on his TV like we usually did. We came across a video titled something along the lines of "Dropshipping is saturated." We watched the video and sure enough, it took one maybe 12-minute video to completely knock our confidence on whether or not we should continue to pursue this business model. Of course, we didn't know whether or not we could actually become successful from like doing it at this point. We had a lot of people online telling us that we definitely could, but then of course we've watched that really convincing video of a guy who, by the way, just wanted to promote his own business model, basically tell us that it's saturated and we're not gonna like see any success or results. What do you think we did after that? I'll give you a hint. It's not the right thing. It's not what we should have done. We decided to do nothing. We took no action on starting, which would have been one of the options, but we also didn't look really deep into any other business models, which probably should have been the other option. We just kind of spoke less and less about it. We never properly voiced the newfound motivation that we were feeling. What should we have done in that scenario? Something. The answer is something. We should have chosen a direction to go in, literally just picked a direction to go in and then just gone in that direction.
Alright, we've switched over to the webcam built into the laptop, so the video's gonna suck, the audio's gonna suck, but we're gonna do a little bit of art, so strap in. So let's say you're in a car. That's a funny looking car. That's fine. Looks like a bed. You're driving along a road and you come across a T-junction. I think that's what it's called. It's basically just one of these where it's like you're driving and then you've got two different ways to go. If you're unsure of which way you should go, what should you do? Obviously, like in this scenario, you don't have Google Maps or whatever. Would it be smart to just stop the car? It just stays here and you just don't move? No, of course not. That would be retarded. You just choose a direction. You just drive the car. You just choose left or right and then you just drive. Let's say you get a little down the road. So let's just extend this a little bit. Let's say you get to about here. It's not very far, but let's say this is a lot further than it looks, and you realize that you've taken the wrong turn, right? Just turn around. Literally, what you could do here is you can just turn the car around. Now you know, okay, it can only be the other way. There were two options in the beginning. They were left and they were right. Now you know it can only be the other one. Unless, of course, you're on a junction where there are loads of different paths. That's the skinniest road I've ever seen in my life. I'm drawing with like an actual pen on a pad because I got this years ago and I just didn't put it to any use. I wanted to start creating like graphic art, but I just didn't end up doing it. So I'm putting it to good use now. Good use is debatable though, because it's a use. I don't know if it's good, but let's say you're at a junction where there are loads of different directions to go in. Well, then the exact same thing applies. All you gotta do, if you've gone this way and you realize, oh shit, I've gone the wrong way, you turn the car around, maybe try going up this way. Let's see where that leads. If that's also wrong, cool. Turn back around, try this one. Cool, turn back around, try this one. You just repeat the process of trial and error until you eventually find, the right path, which will just say this is the right. Because at the end of the day, taking these different paths, like trying them out, is not going to kill you, but for some reason we're always so scared of like the uncertainty or like the slight risk. But realistically, most of the decisions that you're going to make, like going down a specific road, like for example, we'll use the example for if me and my buddy decided to do dropshipping. If we just went down this road here and we decided, okay, we're just going to try it, and then we lost a couple £100, let's just say like we lost a couple £100. Yeah, that's kind of risky, but at the same time, one, that's like just the game of business. You might lose money sometimes. And two, it probably would have been a couple £100 max. It's like, we would have gotten in and we would have been like, okay, cool, let's turn around. That wouldn't have put us in like financial debt or anything. That wouldn't have been too risky to just take this turn, figure out, okay, cool, we don't actually want to do this anymore. Let's turn around and go another way.
Obviously, I know that dropshipping isn't saturated. Basically, no business model is saturated. There is constant demand and almost infinite opportunity to provide a unique supply and value in most markets, including dropshipping. So if we didn't let one little video from one guy who once again just wanted to promote his own business model kind of crush our dreams, we could have gotten that kind of first-hand experience, which at the very least would have been probably the most valuable thing that we would have ever had in our journey of like entrepreneurship and business. We might have even gotten successful. Maybe we wouldn't have, but you know, you never know. This drive the car principle works with almost every single principle and journey. You see an attractive girl at church, she could literally be your wife. Drive the car, have a few conversations, maybe invite her out for a couple of dates. Find out for sure that she isn't your wife at the very least, just in case she is. I typically use the gym analogy. Let's say that you wanted to start building muscle and weightlifting. You're not quite sure which gym is like the best one to go to in your city. You're not quite sure which like split is the best one to run. Just drive the car, sign up for literally any random gym in your city, because it's just going to be like a 1-month membership as well. Choose a basic split that you found from like a Jeff Nippard video and just give that a crack. Perfect answers and definites are never gonna just like land in your lap. You have to actually go out and find them yourself. This stuff can be very fun as well, like the adventure, like the lore of it. Most of the decisions that you make, like when you just choose to drive that car in like either direction, they're not going to be as dooming. They're not going to be as life-ending or as life-threatening as your kind of overthinking brain convinces you that they are. The few hundred that you invest into dropshipping is not going to send you into bankruptcy. When you go and approach that girl in church, it's probably not going to end with you just tripping over your shoe and like falling on your face or something as you approach. The workout splits that you try at the gym aren't going to waste your newbie gains. Trying a bunch of different stuff, exploring, driving this car down multiple roads should be something that you genuinely embrace. You like embrace the subtle risk and the uncertainty of it, and like I said, the story, the lore, the idea of figuring this shit out yourself. So start driving the car, because your only other option is to keep it parked and get nowhere in anything. Like this video if you agree with my controversial takes about cars. I will learn to drive soon. Mark my words. When I get on that road, you best believe, if you're in front of me and we're at a red light and then it turns green, as soon as the light goes green, I'm slamming that horde. Like there has never been anything that I have slammed before. Then I'll probably get fucking shot. Send this video to your nan. Let's see what she thinks. Let's get her opinion matters too. Her controversial takes matter too. So ask her if she agrees. I've been Ray. Goodbye.